last will and testament in case one of those ingredients is poison. Haha, got him. He looks around nervously to see if anyone's laughing at his sick burn. You want to see what Zinger, Ashley, has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just, like, writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You see her body change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants them all to herself. You feel a deep, dark, evil pit inside of you, filled with jealousy over this cunt trying to get your man. I mean, you think she's being really, like, weird. Oh, please. Well, Van, the man. If you don't want any, I'll take his. Whoa, hold on. No, whoa, hold on. I mean, I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold it as pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now. There's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of his bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension where you feel a voice from your son who's in his own dimension rather than this dating sim one. And he's telling you, Quasar, to pull out a gun and shoot her, saying, "This is America, and that's my chicken." But you hold it in. You hold in these thoughts of just shooting this thick anime woman, as you remember a very important thing that the great cook taught you when you were a wee lad. We don't need any more charges. You've had too many arrests this week. And then you, alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float wavelessly. Savor the moment and everything that tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. Swim towards the light. The closer we are to the light, the closer we are to being dead. Savor the moment and everything it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. The flavors in your mouth are beautiful, pure, heavenly. What a guy. Alone with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man? For a flavor? Are they the same? As you're tasting his food, you get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. You approach Colonel Sanders. He smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he is doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I was wondering if I could talk to you for a second. Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? Haha, how bold to come and ask. It's an idea. I had for a new combination of flavors that will make my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. They'll also take over Japan's Christmas season, making it a romantic holiday where everyone wants to eat fried chicken. 'Cause I'm that handsome. It's just you and me were talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester is only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not giving it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun? Wink. You've got some moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers, just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use blank. It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Blank? Wow, I never would have guessed. In fact, you're not even sure where you get some if you searched. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I graduated. Sounds like you have big plans. I dare say, the biggest. I'll leave my mark on this world, you can bet that. Alone together for the 2nd time. You figure now's the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Neg him to show your own strength. Wow. Him with a big idea to add up an additional reason to really spicy things. Or be modful. And they will make the recipes cheaper and way worse. I just wanna point out, Colonel Sanders never really made that much money off of like selling chicken. He made his money by selling the recipe. That was like the #1 thing until it got big enough. He would go to other restaurants and try to sell his recipe. They just have to say Colonel Sanders chicken or whatever. I'll be honest, here's the thing. I don't know if I'm a man or a woman. So I don't think negging him would be a good idea. Glopping him would be a different thing, but negging him, no. I don't want to change his recipe. 12 herbs and spices? Fuck. That's too much. I'll be modest, but thoughtful. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now, you've got his attention. The flavors were complex but comforting. The interlay between salty, savory, and peppery. It was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Quasar. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. You step into a massive cooking arena where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could. Can I make biscuits and gravy? I feel like if Owl's Biscuits and Gravy or something like that, name pending, is what's gonna make me famous. Look at this place, it's magnificent. Finally we can show our stuff. Wait a second, oh no, we have to show our stuff. What if I totally blow it? You're not going to blow anything. Except maybe kisses to the crowds of fans you're gonna earn with your signature adorable tiny food creations? I only say this because you've definitely not blown anything yet in our friendship. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. I just, my best friend looks at me like, hey, we should team up. And then I just turn 90 degrees and just pounce on the nearest hot man. Hey, Colonel, what would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of two? That is me and you, if that wasn't clear enough. Want to be my partner? Aww. Sure, Quasar. I'll prepare our station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing alone. Two different students quickly take notice. Hello, new partner. Beep, boop, bzzz. Oh my, two potential partners? I'm sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. Looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? Clearly Clank. Clank is the best partner. Clank. Sorry, Pop. I think Miriam will be partnered with Clank today. It's okay. I already ate. It's not entirely clear if Pop had any idea what the point of school even is at this juncture. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He eats up and begins to roll back and forth. Werp, werp, werp. Hold on there, fella. We don't even know what the assignment is yet. Technically, Clank may not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. Bzzz. Tissue, I hardly know you. Ha ha! Clank judders and a panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection. See, I picked the right group. Look like you two will be fine. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. All right, you two. Today's lesson is we're gonna keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Steak tartare seems easy enough. It's fancy and you don't even need to cook it. Using octopus will cold Colonel's minds. My grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. You see, this is a natural step. I've already talked about how I will become famous for my biscuits and gravy, right? And you know what? I need to master gravy first, right? To have bomb-ass biscuits and gravy, I need bomb gravy. I clearly need to go with my grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I think we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. Oh, whoa. Maybe mashed potatoes and gravy. I couldn't have imagined one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes. No, please. Let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does anyone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? You're just cooking partners. Mind your own business, Ashley. Sanders' heart is my business. You better keep your fingers off of my man. Did someone call for me? No geez, Van. While I'm over here crushing Quasar's dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends. Oh, howdy there, Ashley. Van. Are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no. We looked at Quasar was struggling, so we offered to give them a hand. You know how it is, these young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. I was going to say, Colonel Sanders, maybe if I could teach you a thing or two, about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get to my level, Doubt it. Don't be rude, Van. Personally, I have no doubt whatsoever that Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations is worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, you might want to get a better partner for you than this thing that was positioned itself at your station. How dare you? How dare you, madam? How dare you call me a thing? I am a proud half harpy, half vampire. How dare you call me a thing? Just because you're thick in every way does not mean we can allow this on here. How dare you? How dare you? Winter, go back 3 comments and do that thing that you mentioned. Don't worry about it. Just go 3 comments, like go up 3 comments and then do that thing that you mentioned, okay? Don't need to worry about it. Just do that, okay? You got this? Okay, good. Don't you feel like deep down that we are cast constantly shadows? We fit together like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense. Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear. She's coming. For Colonel Sanders if you don't watch out. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Turn to Colonel Sanders, hunk of hunks, in your time of need. Turn to Mirham, your forever bestie who always has your back. Can I save? Crap, I can't save. You know, clearly Colonel Sanders is a stand-up guy, right? I'm here to learn and express myself via cuisine, not bicker with prima donnas. Partners were chosen at the beginning of class. Let's all respect the format, okay? Turn to Colonel Sanders to confirm that you're on the same page. I chose Colonel Sanders, and Colonel Sanders chose me. Isn't that right? A businessman respects all fair agreements by contracts to handshakes. I took on Quasar as my partner for this activity, and I stand by it. Based on your team's behavior, I'd say you're perfect for each other. Neither of you has Quasar's natural talents or their loyalty. Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. You look for Sprinkles and hope that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn that cute corgi and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realize the intention of your moments. Your hands have been cooking on autopilot. You were just so anxious. You made the distracted by the drama. You crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfect creamy mashed texture with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extended his hands, holding a beautiful white porcelain grave boat, out of which he pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down on the mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be so very proud. But sadly, she died before you became 200 formulated memories. Colonel Sanders holds the spork out to you. You reach out and grab a hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork. And for that small moment, all the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together you gig the utensil into mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with her sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. But then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the spork of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Van, do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on, right there, Quasar. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expected better from you. If you want one more spoonful, you better be prepared to eat it wherever it lands. Can I ask Potato Face? I'm not saying. My first thought is whenever he said, you have to eat it wherever it lands. It's just like, Ashley, think fast, and then just dunk it straight in. Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand. Oh my god, he cooked it on an axe! Haha, mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic. In just a few moments, I prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty. Brazen tentacle of octopus and my silky saltwater sauce. Plated on a battle axe forged by the supreme chef ancestors. You've completely ignored me for so long. That ends now. It is I who will have the first bite, and you will look on with envy. The interrupting student rushes at Van, swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. Whoa, don't! Something about this wish doesn't swipe my nose white. I think the octopus was worse and may have turned in this process. The results could be waxic. Very waxic. Very yucky. Too late. It has been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. It killed him! Everyone swept back. Don't make another bite. When you look back at the plate, the rest is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped in Pop's mouth. Pop winces in pain for just a moment. Then it almost immediately back to its obvious self. Oopsie. Tastes like poison. The entire class is gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen in the whole crowd. They are motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has immaculated him against poisons of all kinds. I'm not worried what the professors here make enough money. Hello. I've turned into a ghost over here. Seeing that you're shaken up and that really annoying student, all of his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry that you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home. What? For real? Oh, come on. Follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and a little more than just spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks quietly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Quasar. There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there. There's something I need to tell you first. Oh, geez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I'd be the greatest chef in the world has ever seen. And ever since that day, I've been working towards that dream, day and night, never stopping, never resting. Also lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all of our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. Hey, no, you. Shut up! I'm the one here saying inspirational stuff and to be the star of the story. Are you forgetting that your cooking literally just killed a guy? Like, literally. 100%. You can't prove that. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance, you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him. We're talking about me. I'm the hero. The spork monster is here to fight a hero. Oh, I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds. How dare you threaten me just like as I was laying down my guard and connecting to another handsome chef on an emotional level that happened to pounce on me earlier. Be afraid. Be very afraid of me. I'm a monster, see? He's rhyming on purpose, or is that just a coincidence? Just before we can discuss syntax any further. That's what sequence. Oh, you do? I'll punch it. Which attack I will cook with love. Just got real. That attack really upset Spork Monster. He goes on to attack. He spit hot gravy at you. I took 1 damage. Defend. What defense will you lose? Trepidation. You just stay back and door whatever comes your way. It seems like a pretty weird strategy, but okay, sure, you do you. Focus their mastermind and draws energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow rather larger and more intimidating. How do you respond? I will attack it again. Cook with love does 1 damage. Spork Monster still buffed up and ready to rumble to go on attack once again. Uses utensil. You take 2 damage. You take much more damage. You're not going to survive the battle. Attack! With love! Oozing cheese onto the lawn of the quad. I wonder who is going to have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, prepares for its ultimate attack. Rounded edge. Vile villain. Your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Pot pie power pinch. Pot pie power pinch does 10 damage. Spork Monster is defeated. You saved me. An injured Spork Monster spews steam into the night. Forget mercy. Finish him. Spare this wretched beast. You managed to tamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast